Hey there, this is Miss Barnes, and I wanted to create a quick recording about how to write a parody. It can be a little tricky writing poetry at first, but it's not too different from writing a paragraph, so I've got a few little steps. First, you want to determine the mood that you want your poem to be. Remember that this should be a parody of Poe's poems, so consider the mood in his poem. Are his poems lighthearted and friendly? Probably not. They're usually a little scary. They have some kind of suspenseful element. Oftentimes, they can be love related, but usually with a lot of sadness. You could take it that way. You could also do a spoof, kind of a funny twist on his poem. So first, what mood do you want your poem to be? Then you can write a short little story that fits this mood. You might want to write it in paragraph form first until you get the hang of writing poems. A paragraph form will work until I show you how to break it into poetry. All right, so write a little paragraph story about that addresses the mood. Then you're going to turn your paragraph into a poem by breaking it into short lines and stanzas. So I'm going to show you a sample. Here is something I just wrote really quick. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's okay. I called it The Facade. And here is it in the mood that I wanted it to be is kind of scary with a silly ending, because I'm silly. Then number 2, I wrote the story in paragraph form. So let's take a look at my story. I was walking down the street one day and saw the most beautiful creature standing in an alleyway. Was it a collection of fairies shimmering in the night? Was it my love waiting to greet me? I was intrigued and meandered over to see what it could be. However, as I crept closer and closer to the creature, I began to realize my eyes were playing tricks on me. What I believed to be a beautiful creature was instead a grotesque blackness that tried to swallow me whole. Typo. I tried to run. I attempted to scream. I stumbled backwards. Oh wait, it's just my shadow. Alright, so there is my paragraph with my kind of scary, suspenseful mood with a silly twist at the end. Now, I'm going to turn this into a poem by breaking it into short lines. Alright, poems are all about short lines instead of prose or paragraphs, which are long lines. So first I start with any period. I'm going to just hit enter at the end of every sentence. Anytime I see punctuation, I'm just going to hit enter. Here's a comma. I'm going to do that there too. Alright, I'm almost done. Ooh, that's a long one. I attempted to run, I attempted to scream, I stumbled backwards, Oh wait, it's just my shadow. Alright, notice now it's starting to look like a poem instead of a paragraph. This is still a little too long for me, so I'm going to just break this into a shorter line, and this other sentence is kind of long, so what I believe to be a beautiful creature was instead, this seems like a nice break. A grotesque blackness that tried to swallow me whole. Alright, you can have fun with it. You can make your lines even shorter. Anytime there is punctuation, you can add an enter. You can even add an extra line to create a new stanza. Notice here, this is all about I'm intrigued, I'm seeing this beautiful creature. Then the second paragraph or stanza, I'm getting closer. And then finally, I'm trying to run. It's just my shadow. Right. And I've given it a title. So right here is my poem that I just created. This took me about 15 minutes. It might take you 20, 30 if it's your first time. But I think this might help you tackle the poem. So figure out the mood, write it in paragraph format, and then simply break it into short lines and stanzas by hitting enter, where your punctuation is and where it seems like there's a natural break where you can shorten it up into nice short lines and stanzas. All right, I hope this helps. If it doesn't, keep those questions coming and we'll get you through it. All right, good luck.